Alright guys, I already recorded the video, and this is basically just an what do you say, spoiler. I won't say spoiler. Basically, something came in between. I says do it on your own, like something like that, and basically at the end, something clicked. Eureka movement, and I was able to solve that on my own. So keep watching till the end, and nothing else. Thank you guys for watching. Right guys, so welcome back, and I did some initial setup. I could just git cloned this and added three posts. So this video, as the title suggests, is basically we'll be adding a favorite button, also to unfavorite of course. Also, a option to rate. I won't say this is the most optimized method. This is a method I just came up on my own yesterday while thinking about it, and this was asked by one of our viewers. So hopefully he's watching this. Anyways, let's start the course. Right, so first of all, we'll go to our listing start HTML. Here we'll add two buttons. One is to favorite and one is to unfavorite. So we'll add under our inquiry button. So as you know, we have an inquiry button here. So we will add this under that. So it should be somewhere here. Yeah. So under this, I'll leave a space. This is supposed to be HTML. Yeah. So we are, and first of all, we'll check if the user is authenticated. Else the option to favorite should not come. So if request dot user dot is authenticated, then only show this. So after that, I'll just close it. So close if. So inside this, I'll create a form. So basically, it will be of method post. So whenever the user click favorite, it should send a request. So I'll do that. So form. This is not auto completing. Anyways, so I'll add action for our listing. We will just complete that. We'll just add it for now. This won't work, right? And URL. I'm not going to create a new function for this. We'll do that in listing IDs, listing function itself. And of course, the method is post. So inside this form, of course, we need our CSRF token. Otherwise, Django will throw an error. So inside this, we'll check if that person has already bookmarked this. So I'll call this favorite. If you want, call it bookmark. So okay, I'll call this bookmark. So if bookmarked, then the option should be to unbookmark. The unbookmark doesn't look good. I'll call this favorite itself. So if favorite, then unfavorite it. Yeah. So we will have an input that is, it will be hidden. We are having this input for a particular case. We will just send this value, the unfavorite value, back to our listing. So as to check if what should be the case be, is the person favoriting it, basically bookmarking this or unbookmarking this. So it's of course hidden, and I'll call this name favorite val, and the value would be unfavorite, right? And I'll add a button. Of course, we have a button of class btn. This, since we are unfavoriting this, I'll call this danger, and of course I'll give a class of large. Type of course is submit, and it would be unfavorite. Yeah. And Now our else case, just copy this, paste it here. This would be favorite. Copy this, paste it here, it's capital F, and this would be success. Of course, we'll close this also. And if, right? So if I reload this, we have an error. It says yes, spelling mistake. CSRF token. Reload. So we have our favorite button, and request post. The post method was not found, and listing is there, of course. That's supposed to be URL. Reload favorite. So we are back. So basically, we are the favorite button is taking us back to listing itself. So that's what we are doing. Anyways, let's go to listings dot views file. So inside that, check for listing. So we have a listing here. So what we're going to do is we'll get our listing object, of course, and there are certain changes we have to do in our models. So inside models listing, inside a core user, that is core user, inside models.py, we are gonna add a function, add a column called favorites, inside which will store all those values of uh, IDs. What do you say? Or the ID of the listing, that is for here it is 2. So we store 2 inside this column. So I'll call this favorites, and of course it's going to be models.jar field. So this is Python. We have a really good method to do this. So max length is equal to 200. You can change it whatever you want. And default, we have to give a default value since we are altering the table. And for those users who does not have this favorite, they need a default value, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll just make migrate. So Python manage.py make migrations and migrate. No issues on the server. Now inside views.file, what I'm going to do inside listing, inside views, inside listing, what I'm going to do is take those favorites out. So favorites is equal to request dot user dot favorites. Yeah. So this is basically our string. It's a character field. So in case it does not return a string, I want it as a string. So what I'm going to do, Python has a function called split, which will basically return an array. So rate favorites would be uh, favorites dot split. I'm going to split it with comma, right? So by default, we'll have a blank list, and right now we are going to check if the method is post. If it is post, if request dot method equal to post, then we want to check if the inside listing we added something called favorite val. We're going to check if that is there in our uh, dictionary of request post. So if let's copy that request.val in request.post, then take it out. So favorite val would be request.post favorite val. Yeah. Now we're going to check if it is unfavorite or favorite. So if favorite val is equal to unfavorite, that's what we added, right? Copy this. Then our listings, that is our favorites dot remove str pk. Pk is our id since which we are getting. So we're going to remove that from our favorites list. Now if favorite val, I'll copy this, is equal to favorite, just delete this. If it is that, what we're gonna do is append it str pk. Yeah. Now, so we appended that, and we're gonna save this, of course. That's the last step. So request dot user dot favorites is equal to favorites table. We're gonna combine that as a string. So dot join favorites. So basically what this is does is we are gonna have a string with the IDs of our listing separated by commas, right? And I'm gonna save this. So request dot user dot save, right? Now before passing on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass in certain uh, values. So first value is we want to check if favorite. So by default, I'll copy that. By default, it's going to be false. Now we just have to check if it is there. If the favorite is there, so all you have to do is check if strpk. You want to convert our ID into a string in favorites. If it is there, then favorite is equal to true. Now all we have to do is send our favorite. So basically that's it for our favorite method. So I'll just reload this. Continue. It seems it's a favorite. Let's just check in our admin. Users custom 97. Right. So to view our favorite column inside, basically to view this inside our admin page, we have to add that over there. So I forgot about that. So reload. So it's there. And supposed to be blank and it's showing unfavorite. So there was some issues. So if favorite and if favorite what? Oh, if it is favorite, it's showing unfavorite. So it's not supposed to be that. We made a mess up. Okay, if favorite, it's supposed to be unfavorite. So it's true. So let's just print that out. Let's see what the issue is. It's showing 2,2. If favorite var in post. Let's print that. See, it's 2,2. Reload. Wait, sorry, my bad. It's supposed to be this user. Okay, so we have some values, and by default, I think when I clicked favorite, it got added. So let's see on favorite, reload. Okay, now it should work. Favorite, 2 gets added. On favorite, it goes off. Yeah, okay, so that works. Okay, so basically the issue was, I think by mistake, I clicked favorite twice. So that was the issue. Let's see for some other listing. I not input the URL listing. Check for that. So where is this? Uh, okay. If request dot method equal to post, and if favorite val in request dot post, I guess the favorite val is getting sent without us actually clicking the submit button. So was that? So we actually forgot to uh, we actually closed the form, so it's fine. Favorite. Okay, the issue was I clicked backspace, and so if I click favorite and unfavorite, and if I click this, and if I go back, the issue was is actually trying to resubmit unfavorite. So okay, don't worry, the issue won't apply to you. So we have a favorite and favorite working. Uh, so I guess it's time to add that in our dashboard. Also, I'll fix this listing option. So let's check where that listing is. Should be on the top. Yeah, listings. So I forgot to add a listing over there. Go back, reload. Now it works. So I'll add this also as my favorite, and favorite it works. So I'll just as favorite. Anyways, so we have that working, and now let's go to our dashboard, and inside our views, uh, we'll add our method, and I'll just copy our dashboard. It's going to be the same as our dashboard. I'll copy this, paste. So we have to import something called get object or 404. So from shortcuts, we'll import get object or 404. We also have to import listings. Just check. Yeah, we are importing that. So I'll call this favorite listing, and it will come under this. So I'll delete this. We don't want that for now. So I'm gonna take favorites from request.user.favorites, and I'm gonna split it, of course. So we split it with comma. Also, if you guys noticed, inside this, as you can see, a comma comes before the two. So as you can see, the two got submitted twice. We have to make sure to not press back. So that's an issue. Uh, or you can just remove every occurrence of two. So that's also a solution. Uh, anyways, for now, this will just do a job. So if I go to two home, I think this was two. Yeah. So on favorite, do some work. So click one favorite once more. This should work. So as you can see, if I reload, only three is there. So for now, I'll stick to that. This is a basic course. This is a basic idea, and you can always improve on top of that. Anyways, as you can see, there's a comma over here, and so basically, if I'm going to split this, we'll have a space then three. So we don't want that. We will take from three onwards. So one on. So the first it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. For that, I always starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first value would be 0, which is a blank space. So we are just taking that off, and we just want from 1 onwards. So inside favorites, I'm going to create a new table called listings. It's going to be blank. So for I in favorites, what I'm going to do is listings dot append. Now we're going to append our object. So we're going to get the object from listing whose pk or our id is int_i. So that should do it. And I'll call this account favorites.html and go to urls.py. Copy this, paste. I'll call this favorites. It should be listing, favorite listing. So we set up our URLs. What did we call this? Accounts.py. We call this HTML. So insert accounts, new file, HTML, and I'm going to copy the same as dashboard so that our work is done. And here instead of here are your inquiries, here are your favorite listings, and the we don't want update delete options, so to remove that. Also, you have not uh, favorited any listing. uh, Save this. Also, the URL was yours.py, the name is same. Go to dashboard nav. So was that once that partial? Yeah, dashboard nav. So after dashboard, I'll add paste. So I just copy this, I cut this, paste, uh, paste if favorites, and I'll call this favorites. Yeah, save. Go back to our dashboard. So we have this something called favorites. Click it. It says my listing is not defined. So let's see what the error is. Counts.py should have been listing. Yeah, reload. So we have episode 21 as our favorite. So I'll unfavorite this and go back. Favorites, you have not favorited in listing. So that's basically it for favorites. I stop here, and for rating, if I click add, if I continue, it's going to take another 20-25 minutes. It's going to be a 1 hour long section. I don't think you guys would be interested in that. So I'll add one more video for that. Anyways, I'll stop here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this series, press like button, click the subscribe button. Also, as I said, this is basically an shortcut. I won't say this is the proper method to do this. This is an idea I got, and this should work. This will work, of course. No issues over there. The only small issue was whenever you're pressing back, the request is getting sent again. And okay, for that we'll do something. So what we're gonna do, use.py. Uh, where was it? It's not account. So listings.py. So what you're going to do is just check if strpk in favorites, then remove, and if strpk not in favorites, then add. So this will solve that issue. It just clicked to me. So that should work fine, right? Let's see. Go to Mr. Matthew, go back, click favorite, reload. Yes, underwritten when connection to get period. Yes. So if I reload, only the one is there. So if that was not there, let's see. So reload, load, as you can see, the one gets added again. So if I reload this again, the one gets added again. That's because the reloading makes it to submit the same thing again, and we don't want that to happen. So now if I reload, that won't happen. As you can see, it doesn't get added to our characters. Favorite, reload, yeah, only once there. If I reload this again, the string doesn't get added. So we solved that issue. This just occurred to me now. So on favorite reload, we won't get any error. If you guys see, if I don't do that, if I copy this and comment this out and cite this if add it and save it, reloads, they are there, and if I reload this, an error occurs saying it's not on the list. So I'll undo the changes. So that should work now. Yeah. So basically just add an if condition to check if it's there in the favorites, then only remove it. If it's not, then favorites, then only append it. All right. So this should work, and so hopefully you guys Like this video, like this series. So if you did subscribe, press the like button. Thank you guys for watching.